in no way whatsoever is he within the company of national championships. Jim Harbaugh is 4-14 against teams in the top 10. He's 1-6 in bowl games.
Stop comparing Jim Harbaugh to these guys.
Stop, bro. Stop.
We're the winningest school in the history of college football.
Michigan fans are crazy.
Yeah. Pump the brakes.
I got smoke, man. I got smoke. It spilled into Twitter. But it's just mainly like just vetted towards the Michigan slap asses, bro. The absolute slap asses. And everyone in the Coliseum, please don't like do what I just said. I'm just calling out Michigan fans, the slappies. All right. We have one graphic today, Sus. Did you download it by chance? Pull this thing up, all right?
Hey, yo.
And the only reason why I'm going at my guy now is because he tried to pull a transfer on us, all right? He became a Michigan State fan, and then we're starting to suck.
Yeah.
All right, I'm blaming Adam for the Lions and Michigan State sucking
God,
this year.
Why did you choose that picture?
Because, man, it's
he is a white man.
He is a white man. Throw that graphic up there, though, so I can read the tweet, though, Sus. All right, because this comes from our very own Adam Baydoun. All right, co-founder of Woodward Sports. Make sure you check him out from 8 to 10 Monday mornings.
Live on WoodwardSports.com.
Live on WoodwardSports.com. But he says, I feel disgusting even reading this out loud, but these are not my words, all right? Since Jim Harbaugh has become the head coach of Michigan, only Alabama, Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, and Oklahoma have better win percentage. Jim Harbaugh, Urban Meyer, Lincoln Riley, Dabo Swinney, Nick Saban, and Kirby Smart. That is Jim Harbaugh's company since 2015.
I mean, he's not wrong, statistically.
Since no. Put up one more time for me, Sus. One more time. Since 2015. 2015. You know what happened in 2015, Spinny?
What's that?
Urban Meyer won a national championship.
Yes.
You want to know what else happened since 2015?
What's that?
Nick Saban got another national championship.
Who else on that list does?
Dabo Swinney.
I think there's one more.
Kirby Smart.
Oh, would you look at that?
What? What? No! No! In no way whatsoever is he within the company of national championships. He has a losing record against top 10 teams.
He does.
He's only won 4
Michigan
games
State.
against top 10 teams.
And Michigan State. Shout out.
They schedule this year, for sure, even preseason, cupcake schedules, all right?
Next year's even worse, but this was...
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm with Neil. Neil gets on the schedule, but he's like, I would do the same thing. I would too. One loss ruins your season in college football, so why would you go play Texas when you can have Hawaii come to the big house and get thumped?
These are national championship winning head coaches.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh is 4-14 against teams in the top 10. He's 1-6 in bowl games.
Yeah.
He's even a winning record against Michigan State and Ohio State and the Big Ten.
Yes. He's won what? 1 game against Ohio State and 2 against Michigan State, I think.
How and I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying so hard not to swear.
Good job.
How in the frick?
There you go.
How in the frick can you? I love you, Adam. I love you. Michigan fans, I love you guys sometimes too.
I don't.
You're crazy. Actually, I don't. You're right, 100%. There's Michigan fans and then Cowboys fans, and then those are just the 2 worst fan bases, all right? Michigan fans are the Cowboy fans of college football.
Yankees are up there.
Yankees are up there.
But at least Yankees win.
Yeah, exactly. Stop, bro. Stop. And then you go to the strength of schedule. Look at our strength of schedule. The 4-8 Washington team you played last year? Oh, but they don't know going into it. You know what you know going into it? Every single time, you know who's who in college football. You know Alabama's going to be cold.
Yes.
You know Clemson's usually going to be cold.
Yep.
You know Ohio State's going to be cold.
Oh, yeah.
You know who the big dogs are. Don't tell me. Don't give me, we scheduled Washington. Like they're a big dog or expected to be a big dog every single year consistently. Eat my ass, bro. That's garbage.
Pause.
Hot garbage. No pause. I don't even care at this point. What are we doing? Michigan fans are crazy.
Yeah.
This is wild to me. They beat Penn State. Congratulations, bro. Penn State fell into a top 10 on accident.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
That is what pisses me off the most, is for sure. Obviously, Michigan's having a great year. Obviously, had a great year last year. You get 2. You get 2 years where you're in contention. You get 2 years where you're going to a college football playoff probably, and you think you're Alabama. You think you're Clemson. You think you're Georgia. You think you're Ohio State. You're not. I'm sorry, you're not. And I'm not. Michigan State isn't either. Michigan State's way further away than Michigan is.
Correct. But we're not firing out tweets. Oh, look at Mel Tucker. He's like Nick Saban. Look at him.
Yeah, it's
get out of here.
Yeah, I understand you're having success. You love that. You haven't got a lot of it in the past couple of years nationally. You haven't had that kind of success in the past few years. But stop it with this, please. Stop comparing Jim Harbaugh to these guys. Stop comparing Michigan to those guys until they do it. And I will say this year they have a very good chance of doing it, but I don't think they're going to beat Ohio State in the horseshoe. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. I think Ohio State is going to win the national championship this year. I said that before the season, and I'm sticking to it. And that is what makes me so mad about Michigan fans is they say, oh, well, we're the winningest school in the history of college football. Yeah, when you were playing Yale and Harvard and Rice and these colleges nobody ever heard of for 40 years, and then you look at what they've done recently. And these 2 years have been great. You've had 2 great seasons. So far, last year, great season. So far, a great season this year. But I need to see Jim Harbaugh win at least a college football playoff game before I put him in the likes of Kirby Smart, Dabo Swinney, and Nick Saban, of all people. Nobody's sniffing Nick Saban's ass, let alone being in the same conversation as him right now in college football. Stop it, please. I understand you're excited. I understand you're winning. You have a lot to be excited about. Your team is great. Your quarterback is great. Your defense is great. But I need to see it at the highest level. I've never seen you guys go and take someone's lunch money. And this isn't a Michigan State thing because we haven't done it either. I'll put it there. We had the same thing as you guys did. We went to the college football playoff and got absolutely dog-walked.
Absolutely.
And it's embarrassing.
Absolutely.
And it sucks. But you don't see me going, Mark D'Antonio's just as good of a coach as Nick Saban.
Yeah, it's just
He's
wild,
in the same breath as Dabo Swinney. No, you don't do that. You need results. I need to see you win one of these games. I need to see you beat an important team, beat a top 10 team on the road, beat a team in a college football playoff before you start breathing this type of air. I understand you're excited. Yes. I understand it's fun to watch. Yeah. I understand you're very happy with your program right now, but pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Let me see you do it on the biggest stage before you sit at the big boy table.
100%.
And that big boy table right now over the past 5 years has been Ohio State, Clemson, Alabama, and Georgia. And Michigan is trying to get there. They're like the 12-year-old cousin that's like, oh, I want to sit with the adults for dinner. And right now you're like, nah, not yet. You need to prove it a little bit. And then if you win a college football playoff game, that's like the 12-year-old cousin cracking a good joke. And you're like, all right, you can sit next to me. You're pretty funny. But now is not the time. Wait until I see you do it. Wait until you beat one of these teams. Wait until you go into Ohio State, go to the horseshoe, and take their lunch money. Then I'll start to believe. But right now, don't put Jim Harbaugh in that air. He hasn't earned it yet.
Dude. Just don't. All right? Jim Harbaugh went head-to-head in the Citrus Bowl against Nick Saban's worst team. Got beat by 19 points. Stop. Lincoln Riley, he can exit that conversation too. All right? He's only 30. But here's the difference, though. He's only 39 years old. He's just now at his first blue-chip college in USC. This is his first time playing with a big brand. Michigan, I tweeted this out last week with no relation to this topic and today and what we're discussing right now at all. All right, you and I are both UFC fans. We're going to be talking UFC 280 at some point this week, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But the lightweight champion of the UFC is walking around with a tiger, just like Mike Tyson did. And guess what his boy is wearing? Sweatshirt.
Michigan.
Block him.
Yeah.
All right, you're one of the biggest brands in the country. All right, so when you're falling short of those Nick Sabans, when you're falling short of the Kirby Smarts, of the Dabo Sweeneys, like you don't have an excuse, all right? And you're not Cincinnati. It's not cute for you to be here. You're Michigan. You're supposed to, you're one of the biggest brands in college football. Probably the.
And that's, pause real quick, in the WoodwardSports.com chat, all I'm seeing is, I thought Tuck was coming. Oh, he's just mad because MSU's
Tuck came
not
on
there.
your forehead 2 years in a
Oh,
row.
blah, blah,
You haven't
blah.
done nothing
I'm
yet.
not
We're
saying
waiting.
Tuck is better than Jim Harbaugh. He hasn't proved that to me yet. He hasn't established that success yet. I'm not saying Tuck's at the big dog table because that's absolutely not true. So you guys shouldn't do it either. Don't tell me, oh, you're just mad because you're from MSU. Give me a reason why Jim Harbaugh should be breathed in the same air as national championship winning coaches.
Yeah, and don't
Tell
get me
me
wrong.
why.
Jim Harbaugh is a good coach. He went to the Super Bowl with the 49ers. He's had success, obviously, with Michigan, more so than Rich Rod and all those guys, too. But don't put him in the same company as national champions, especially when you specifically say since 2015, and each and every one of those guys outside of Lincoln Riley have a national championship.
Another one
Another
Michigan
one.
fans love to do. Bloody Mary in the Woodward Sports Chat. LOL. Clemson has more natties in 5 years than Michigan had in 60. Stop. Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't care about Michigan 60 years ago. I don't give a shit about that. I'm talking about in the past 5 to 10 years, in Jim Harbaugh's reign in Michigan, who has been the big dogs in college football, because it hasn't been them. And look, they had a great step last year with a great team. It looks like they're better this year, and they can make another step. But they got to play 3 college football games or college football playoff games if you want them to win a national championship, because they got to beat Ohio State in the horseshoe if they even want to get there. And then they'll go to the Big Ten championship, which is going to be a joke because whoever is on the East, they're trash. So that's not there. But beating Ohio State in the horseshoe, and then the first game, and then the championship game. So you need to win 3. I don't have faith. I don't. I'm sorry. Again, I think Ohio State is going to win the national championship this year.
Spinny, you're wearing a costume.
I am.
Brother. There's a whole lot of meat packed to that bun. You're wearing,
There
brother.
is.